Hey everybody, it's Gil here with the sailing vessel Dream Chaser. And in last week's video, we took you along through some of the canals in Punta Gorda to show you what that's like. We did a little fishing, the kids did some swimming, and we just had a grand old time, I guess, if you will. This week, we have a little run-in with a scam artist, and I recorded all, so stay tuned for that in a bit. We also decided to do a little bit of cleaning around our concrete dock here, show you how we power wash that, how we got it amazingly good looking. I was shocked. We do a little bit of swimming and just having a Sunday fun day with the kiddos. Stay tuned. So a friend of mine has an electric pressure washer, and he said, hey, if you want to borrow that thing, just let me know. So I thought, I probably need to clean underneath this dock box. It's been sitting out here for gosh only knows how many years. So I lifted up the dock box and adjusted the power wand to just sort of be a little bit of a wide angle, right, about a 4 or 6 inch swath or so. And I thought, wow, it looks pretty good. Unfortunately, I went just beyond that dirt line, and then I realized it looks really nice compared to what was there before. And at that point, you're left with no sort of choice but to do the rest of it. So but in the end, I am certainly pleased with the way this looks, and I'm glad I went ahead and did it. Well, with the whole concrete pad cleaned, it was time to just go ahead and start putting things back the way they were. So we actually keep a hose right out here at the boat so we can fill up the fresh water tank or rinse salt water off of it. Wrapped up the pressure washer to return it over to my buddy O'Day, and then put these chairs back down so I can enjoy my cup of coffee again the next morning out there on the dock, which is becoming a big habit of mine. So we had this big giant rubber tree right on the side of the house, and it looked okay if it were smaller or decorative, but the problem was it was right up along the side of the roof panels, and everything we've understood about living in this part of Florida is if you have things like that, they become a highway for bugs, rodents, mice, possibly rats, even snakes to get into your attic. I ain't cool with that. So we thought, okay, we can trim the tree back on everything that's touching the roof line. But if we did, it was going to be like this lopsided looking thing. So we opted to just remove the entire rubber plant. And it was a little bit more than I was likely going to do to remove out all the roots and whatnot. So we ended up hiring somebody to come out, cut it down. It's amazing. They knocked this thing out in about 10 minutes, even ground the stump down. I'll show you what some of that looked like. It was pretty impressive watching them actually fall the tree, but then they brought this little robotic stump grinder in here, and man, oh man, was this thing impressive. I turned the sound down because it was pretty noisy. As a matter of fact, I was working in the office when Deb was filming this right inside that wall, and I could feel the floor shaking when it would hit some of those big roots. So clearly some of those roots had gone under the house, but that whole thing was just shaking the ground.
I don't know if you guys get these all the time, but I do it all the time. So just got a call from Arizona. I answered it, so I didn't have the camera recording quick enough. But basically, it was a message that said, "This is tech support. It's very important you listen to this message. We are going out of business, and we would like you to contact us at the following number so that we can process the refund for services we've not been able to render for you." I have no tech support, so this ought to be fun. Let's call them and see what the heck it is that these yahoos are trying to prey off people about. Just drives me nuts, man. No answer. I guess a lot like these IRS scams, they just dump numbers into them as quick as they can, and somebody else must be on the phone with them. Frustrating. I'll try it one more time just because it could be entertaining if nothing else. Hello, is this tech support?
Yes, sir. This is Sam Baker.
Sorry, I'm having a real hard time hearing you. Can you speak up a little bit?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, that was much better. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Sam Baker from Microsoft Windows Corporation Limited.
Okay, very good. So I just got a, I'm sorry, I just got a call saying that this was tech support. You guys were going out of business, and I needed a call for my refund or something.
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm calling you from Refund Department of Microsoft Windows, and the reason behind this call is to let you know that there is a refund for you. There is a compensation for you. Actually, the thing is that as we are closing our technical support department for coming next 6 months, so for this inconvenience, our company has decided to give compensation to our customers. Those are eligible and those are being approved.
Oh, you're fading out again. I don't know if the microphone.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, there it goes. I think the microphone might be moving from your mouth. I heard you say going out of business in the next 6 months or something, and I didn't catch the last sentence you said.
Yeah. For this inconvenience, our company has decided to give compensation to our customers. We have got list of customers, those are eligible and those are being approved by our company itself.
Okay.
And you are one of them.
And
So if you want to claim the compensation, the refund, let me know. I will guide you what do you need to do in order to claim it.
Sure. And how much is it? Is this for the virus software that I have?
You have an operating system of Microsoft Windows,
Yes.
and you everything included in it. You have an antivirus, okay, and the network protector services that we provide, antivirus, data assessment, operating system that you have, and troubleshooting. Everything it includes in your technical support, okay?
Okay.
So now, if as you are being approved by our company, we have got your name in that list. So now, if you want to claim that company in that refund, you can let me know. I will guide you. What do you need to do in order to claim it?
Yeah. How much is the refund? So I make sure. I mean, if it's a nickel, I don't want to bother. But if there's a significant refund, sure, I'd like to go ahead and get it.
Yeah, actually, the refund amount I can see that is $498.87.
Wow.
You can claim.
Okay, so just under $500. Yeah, that's probably worth my time. What do I need to do?
Yeah. So yeah, you need to be in front of your computer first.
Yep, I'm here at my computer.
Okay.
You're getting quiet again though. Can you keep the microphone or the speaker by your mouth? I'm having a hard time hearing you. You just faded out again.
Oh.
There you go. That's better.
Okay, not an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you can do one thing. You can open up browser.
Open up what? The Chrome browser?
Google Chrome browser.
Yep.
You need to open that up.
I'm there.
Once you open Google Chrome browser, type in the address bar www.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. TeamViewer.com. Type that, hit enter, and let me know what you can see in your screen, so I can guide you further. What do you need to do?
Okay, give me a second. Just typing in the .com.
Once you hit enter, let me know what you can see.
I'm showing a screen that says TeamViewer. So it's TeamViewer leading remote connectivity platform.
Okay.
You're fading out again. Sorry.
Download.
Say it one more time.
Can you see there, green box, download for free?
Yeah. Well, mine doesn't say download for free. It just says download. But yes.
Yes, click on that. Download for free. Click on that.
Sir, I don't know what's going on, but I didn't hear the last thing you said again.
You need to click on download on the download box.
What am I downloading?
Download for free. This is the software that we use to connect you to our accounting server in order to help you with this refund. Okay?
Okay. And okay, so I've downloaded it. Now what?
Once you click on download, what you can see? Can you see at the bottom left corner of your screen the file which is downloading?
Yep.
Like teamviewer_startup.exe.
I do, yes.
You double click on that file. Once you double click on that file, let me know what next you can see, what option you can see.
Okay, give me a second. It's loading up. Oh my gosh. All right, I've got a screen and it says, "F you, you dirty homeboy scam artist. I can't believe you actually tried to scam people this way. I'm not even have a Microsoft machine and you are horrible." What's funny?
You think that you are making me fool? I'm making you fool.
I didn't hear what you said.
You think that you are making me fool?
Making you fool? No, I think you're actually a pretty unethical person that would try to take advantage of people by lying to them and telling them they have a refund in hopes that you're going to get something out of them.
Since 7 minutes, I am making you fool, okay?
I don't know that you're making me a fool.
That you're making me fool.
I don't think you are. I mean, it's just interesting to me. Like, why do you do it? I'm curious.
There's nothing like that.
There's nothing what?
I'm just kidding with you.
What do you mean you're kidding with me? I don't really have a refund?
No.
Yeah, I knew I didn't have a refund from the moment I got the little voice recorded message. I mean, it really is sad though. Like when you do this and you steal money from people, right? When you log into their machine through TeamViewer, I'm familiar with TeamViewer. When you do that and then you start looking around on their machine for personal information, do you feel bad or guilty that you've taken money from other people?
I never did that.
Well, then what would you have done when I connected up to TeamViewer where you can take remote control? Huh?
I never did that. I never did that.
So you mean everybody's as smart as me and they stop you at this stage?
No, I never did that before.
You never did what before?
To anyone.
I'm having a hard time hearing you again.
And I never did that to anyone before.
So do you actually believe that you're issuing them a refund? Because there is no reason for you to connect to my machine to give me a refund. And by the way, I'm not looking for a refund. I'm not a
You have
scammer.
actually a refund.
It what?
You do have actually a refund, but you missed that.
No, I don't have a refund. And you know how I know I don't have a refund?
You have.
I
You do
don't.
have a refund.
First
That
of
is
all,
why.
you are not with the company called Microsoft Windows Corporation. There is no such company. And there you go, folks. So that's the kind of thing you get. 9 minutes, right? And he finally hung up. But it's just shocking that these people will really take advantage of you. I mean, I've received ones that say my social security number is being disabled and that I need to send bitcoins to them. I've received calls that are like this, right? That this is tech support. I've received ones that said your virus activation software has expired. Please connect to this server. We'll reinstate it. And what happens is if you actually follow these instructions, they can take control of your solution. This product he just mentioned, let me stop. I was recording my screen here, so let me stop recording it. Oh, shoot. I hope I was recording my screen. Darn it. I never got the screen recording. Shoot. Anyway, the software that they were talking about is called TeamViewer, and it's basically a remote control application. And what they do is they will lock you out of your machine while they have control of your machine, and then they will start browsing through your file system for your account passwords and any files you have that have personal information. It's just unreal. So be warned, folks. Be warned if you get somebody that does this kind of thing.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Certainly a little bit different. Showed you a little bit of the power washing on the boat dock, cutting down the rubber tree that was in the side of the house, and then just one of the many scam artist calls I end up getting while I work during the day. It's just amazing to me, and I hope you sat through it. I hope you watched through that whole thing, because I do think it's good for people to know this is what people will do, and they will take advantage of folks. And I think about, like my parents or some of my friends who are not necessarily computer savvy, and if they got a call like that, they might think, oh my gosh, something's really wrong with my machine, let me follow these instructions. And it's sad that there's somebody on the other end that would absolutely take advantage of people that way. The only thing I can think in my head is, like, at least there's a special place in hell for somebody that would do that and take advantage of people that way. So I don't know, it's how it lets me sleep at night, but I do enjoy wasting their time if I have the time to spare to do it, depending on when they call. So anyway, safe sailing, everybody, from Gil and Deb and the girls, not aboard sailing vessel Dream Chaser, but in the house these days. We'll see y'all next Friday.